Hello everybody, this is the Anime Bro here, and welcome to another episode of Anime Talk, a show where I basically ask questions about anime and manga to someone else. And today, I am with Dice.
Hello, that's me.
And if you want to check out his channel, link will be in the description below, and go and check his channel out. And yeah, let's just get started. So the first question I have for you is, what is an anime that you enjoy rewatching?
See, this one's hard because can I apply this to manga too? By the way,
Yeah, that's fine.
Rereading.
Yeah.
Because I don't watch much anime.
Okay.
I'm not gonna lie. Ironically enough, one I do enjoy watching over again is Hunter x Hunter, and I know I have like multiple videos picking at Hunter x Hunter just because people react to them very strongly, of course. So
yeah,
they're kind of just fun for me. Even though I do like Hunter x Hunter, I rewatch it sometimes. It's like a fun series. Mob Psycho, I've rewatched, but those are like I've rewatched them, not I rewatched them. Like I would be like, oh, it's a Friday night, let me sit down and turn on some Mob Psycho. I don't really do that. I do reread Bakuman, which is my number one series. I reread that at least annually. I really enjoy the series. That's part of the reason why. But it's also because like it's a huge source of inspiration from me.
Yeah.
Or for me, so like whenever I do watch it, it's a little like it's uplifting, you know. So it's like it's not like an annual boost, but it's just like it's nice to kind of get that really inspiring series every now and again.
Yeah,
it just I don't know, I just really enjoy the series like that.
Yeah.
And Dragon Ball and Punch Man, both those actually. I'll just like open up a volume and randomly read because they're fun.
Okay, so I know all these, and it actually kind of brought flashbacks when you said Makuma, because I think. Yeah, Hellmouth actually said that on my very first episode, so that's actually pretty surprising. There's a lot more people that I know.
That whole group of like, Hellmouth, Arvis, Ro, all of them are like huge Bakuman fans, which was crazy. I've never met another one, and there's just like this whole group of them out there. So, you know.
That's interesting. I guess I want to ask about that one mostly because I kind of don't see that rewatchable. Then again, my preference of rewatchability is probably different from yours. So,
So I mentioned it briefly before we started recording. We were talking about the different like elements of manga. Setting, characters, story, and themes are the main four, which are kind of like accepted. They're in Araki's book and all that jazz. And I said the one I tend to focus on is themes. So I think that might be part of the reason as to why I find so much rewatchability in Bakuman, because even though it's like or rereadability, I guess in my case, even though it's not like something where you can just breeze through a volume, like open up volume 10 randomly and go through, it's something where it's like I keep to a volume a day. I read it every August, like stuff like that. Like I kind of keep it on a schedule, and I enjoy it because of that schedule. I'm a very scheduled person. Even like my days, I try and schedule them out. Even if it's like a weekend, I'll just like, make sure you do this, do that, because I like doing that kind of thing. It's just the way I am. So like when reading it, I kind of do the same exact thing, and I do enjoy it in that regard, I guess. So maybe it takes a little more than just, it's not like Dragon Ball or One Punch Man, how I reread those, but it's still like an enjoyable experience for me.
Okay, yeah. I'm also like you. I kind of actually always have to have a schedule, but not in the sense that I go crazy, but in the sense that if I don't have a schedule,
I don't go crazy either. I mean,
if I don't have a schedule, I'm doing nothing, and I know I won't feel good if I'm doing nothing.
Like tonight, it was Friday night when we're recording this. I don't know when I was going up, but like tonight I didn't have a schedule. I'm just chilling. It's Friday, but like tomorrow I'm gonna make sure I'm doing stuff, and I'm not, because I don't want to be sitting around on my phone all day. I hate when I'm like that.
Yeah. I understand. Oh, that's really cool. That's really interesting. I guess let's get into the second question now. What is a guilty pleasure of yours?
Okay, so I remember watching your like thing with Fuchi on your anime talk with Fuchi, and you asked him this question, and I sat there for like 10 minutes thinking about this. I am drawing a blank. I cannot come up with a single guilty pleasure of mine. The closest thing, because like here's the thing, I'm not guilty about like anything. Like Inferno Cop is something that I've made videos on, but I genuinely think Inferno Cop's great. Like as quote unquote trash as it is, like it does what it's trying to do so well. It's so entertaining. Like, so I don't even call that a guilty pleasure. Like I don't know. I guess this is anime talk, so like my only guilty pleasure that I ever have is 100 Gex, which is a really terrible or not terrible, but they're a very weird music group. But that's like it. I don't have anything like that. So yeah.
I'm not gonna judge you because, well, the surprise to say, I don't know them, so I'm sorry.
Yeah, they're not like a big one. Just listen to some of their stuff after, and you'll never look at me the same.
Okay. Well, I'll just leave it at that. Can't go any more detail into this, but
yeah,
let's just do that. And yeah, all right. So now let's get into question number 3. So, question number 3 that I have for you is, what is an anime that you've been enjoying recently?
Anime or manga too, right?
Manga. You can do manga as well.
Okay. What have I been? I haven't been reading any manga. I go through like really weird cycles of things where like I tend to read only books and then only comics and only manga and then just watch anime. Like I do weird stuff like that. I'm never doing everything at once. So I haven't really read a manga in a good amount of time. Actually, the last manga I read was Akira, and I really enjoyed that. That was about 2 weeks ago now. I read it all in a day, so I guess that's the closest thing to like what I've been enjoying right now. So yeah, Akira's really great though. It made my number 3 actually. So
okay, so I've never seen the movie or read the manga.
I definitely recommend the manga. It's really yeah.
Okay, have you seen the movie? Have you seen the movie?
No, I haven't, but I know that. So the manga is 6 volumes, right?
Yeah.
And they basically cut the first half of the first volume and the last half of the last volume and tape them together basically into like one compact package because they got to fit it into 2 hours. It's a huge story. It's like an epic.
Yeah.
So it's hard to do that, obviously. So if you want the author's full vision, which is always like my way to go, because you don't realize, and this is something Bakuman, ironically enough, helped me realize like how much goes into this. You never, when you're reading something like Dragon Ball, you never realize like, oh my god, this is brilliant. You're just like, Goku, go punch, yay.
Yeah.
But like, it's like, it's something where it's like I really want to get Otomo's vision, especially since Akira is like one of the biggest things ever. I mean, you don't. It's like when people tell you to be yourself. You don't heed that advice until it's too late. And it's the same thing with Akira, where it's like you think, Akira's impacted everything. No, Akira's literally impacted everything. I can. Like music, TV, literally everything Akira is in. It's absolutely insane. I don't know how it did it, how it became just this like absolute phenomenon, but it's amazing. So that's where it's like I really want to get Otomo's vision of Akira, which is why I do recommend the manga. And it was again amazing, really amazing.
So I've known Akira because everyone talks about it as literally like the golden standard for a great movie in anime form. Like there's always different standards for other stuff, and I always wondered, like, is it really? Because golden standards can change over time. Like what could be a golden standard in the 80s, like Akira, could be changed to something like
and
now.
That's another reason why it's like I do recommend the manga, because it's a little more timeless. When you're watching a movie, it will put it in a time, even if it's not dated story-wise at all, which, believe me, it's not. It still puts it in kind of its own bubble of, I can watch this and tell you it's definitely from the 80s, just off animation alone.
Yeah.
So it's like, it's that sort of thing, but it's also, it is timeless in its own sense because of the way the story is. It's something that's like, it's sci-fi on a whole other level, in my opinion. It's like some of the best sci-fi ever, so.
Okay. I guess I might give that a read, because honestly, nothing's been forcing me to watch or read. I did know for a while it was a manga first. It's just nothing really pushed me, because you could. Everybody says, "Oh, it's one of the best things of all time," but
it's I've always been like that too. Where if the second somebody's like, "Yeah, this is the best thing ever," read this. I'm like, "Nope, I'm not reading that," because it never is. But Akira is one of those things where it did live up to that hype of being like Akira.
Yeah. But then again, it could probably be preference. Like we discussed when we were talking before. I'm a fantasy guy. I prefer like the mystery of like magic and stuff like that. And like technology to me, I kind of don't really care. That's why I also don't like mechs and stuff, or just don't really care about it, because to me,
I'm a big mech guy. That's funny.
I like the mystery part of like how these powers work, because it's like it's magic. That's all you had to use.
Akira definitely does have a little bit of that though, when it's like I don't want to spoil anything, but there's like some secret experiment type of stuff going on, you know. So it is mysterious, and you never, at least I didn't after I read it. You might, and I just didn't like dumb, but you never really get an explanation of like exactly what this is. So you do get a little bit of that for sure. I think at least.
Okay. Yeah. Now, I guess I'll give it a read. I'll give it a read. Probably won't watch it, but I will give it a read, I guess. All right. So now let's go into question number 4. So the fourth question I have for you is, what is a fandom that you are a part of?
So I'm not really like, in terms of like, I'm not in any subreddits for anything. I'm not like chilling in any servers for specific YouTubers, but I guess like fandoms that I'm just like things I'm big fans of. Music, there's definitely a lot. Music's like one of the big things for me that I'm very into. So
what genre are you in?
Sex, every genre.
Oh,
like, and if they, I would just like everything, and I'm really just like that. So Lil Nas X. I guess I gotta get that one out of the way fast. Yeah. I really love Lil Nas X. I've had Fucci, who's editing my videos, like, I've had to like put an Easter egg in it because I just like, I don't know. It's just, I love the album. I love everything he does. Tyler the Creator, another one. Really like everything Tyler does. I don't know what genre you're in, so I don't know if you know any of these people.
Okay, so I'm in a probably not as known, but I'm in R&B. I'm really into R&B.
Oh yeah, okay. So you might know a little bit of Tyler, maybe a little bit of Frank Ocean too. I listen to a little bit of him, and then Kanye, of course. I think everybody on the planet listens to Kanye at this point.
Yeah.
And then as for other genres like Weezer, I don't know if anybody knows Weezer. But if you do, that's probably from the memes of the 4 of them on the Blue album. And Weezer I love. Cage the Elephant, another fandom. I'm not fandom, just band I'm a big fan of. And other stuff, I mean, anime and manga related, not really anything too extensive. And Yu Hakusho is kind of the only one where it's like you could get me talking about that for hours on end. I made a whole video on why that impacts me. Osamu Tezuka, I'm like a cultist for. So there's like certain things, but I'm not like I'm not in a community as much as I just am a big fan of a lot of things. And fashion too in general.
Oh, you're into fashion.
I don't know. Oh yeah.
Are you into the like makeup YouTuber thing?
No. Fashion more just like clothes, jewelry, rings, all that stuff. Yeah, nothing like that. I haven't tried it yet, but I don't know. Who knows one day.
Yeah. Okay. That's interesting. That's a whole bunch of stuff, and also music as well.
Yeah.
Yeah. I just like hope one day that I told this to Matrix, but basically I just hope one day VTuber singing some R&B music, because yeah, that'll be the VTuber that'll be going for.
Yeah.
But, that's really cool. That's really cool. So let's get into the final question. Now, this will judge you as a person, and it's probably the hardest question. Okay. What anime do you find is overrated?
I'm not saying Hunter x Hunter, because like, click on my channel. I have videos on that. So I don't want to do that, because everybody knows I'm going to say Hunter x Hunter. So I'm going to give them a break this time and go for even worse. Okay. It's Berserk.
Oh, dang. Berserk. Yeah, that is...
Yeah.
I got to say, that probably is a big one.
Yeah, I don't think Berserk deserves the title of the #1 manga ever. And listen, before people misconstrue this, I'm not saying Berserk is bad. Berserk is amazing, but when you put something,
I'm gonna save you. Oh, I also think Berserk is overrated. Okay, we're on the same page.
Because it's like when you put something on the pedestal of the #1 manga of all time, that's like a huge title. I don't think people realize how much weight that has. Like, I don't think Berserk comes close to like, this is the #1 ever. I don't think it's even in the running, if I'm being honest. I think One Piece it's so biased. Like, I love One Piece, so of course
I'm actually gonna agree with you. Honestly, when it comes to manga, I'm also One Piece. I honestly agree with you. One Piece.
Because I feel like when you're talking about the #1 ever, one, you have to have some sort of objectivity to back it up, and that's really weird to say because it is manga, which is just a subjective art form, of course. But I guess sales, it's like I can use that kind of as an argument. Like, One Piece is the best selling ever, so then maybe it would give it a little more weight towards the #1. Also, just its consistency and length, the feat that One Piece as a series is, I feel like that's why I give One Piece the title of the number one ever. In my opinion, not my favorite ever, of course, because I have kind of a weird thing where it's like my number one has to be a series that touched me kind of in a special way. It can't just be like, oh, I think this is really good. No, it has to be a series that really just changed me, you know?
Yeah.
So, yeah, I guess that's my hot take for the day, and I'm so sorry for your comment section and the comments I'm going to be getting.
Oh, don't worry, I agree with you, okay? So, they're going to be going for both of us.
Yeah.
All right, and I guess that's the end of this video. Thank you, Dice, for joining with me today.
No problem. It was fun. Anytime. If you want to have me on for a second one, I'm down.
Yeah. And I guess just any last thoughts before we actually finish this video?
So this is like my word to the world, right? This is like...
Yeah, just say whatever.
Stream Montero Lil Nas X's new album. Thank you very much.
I don't know what he just said, but if you do, just do what he said. And again, if you really enjoyed his voice and you want to learn more about himself and stuff he enjoys, link will be in the description for his YouTube channel. Check it out. And also, don't forget to please like, share, and subscribe to my channel. And also, if you want more anime talks like that, well, I'll see what I can do. And yeah, I'll see you guys later. Peace.